For TraderInsight.com, I'm Adrian Manns, and it's time for your daily dose of the doctor. Let's take a look at a NASDAQ scalper setup from Wednesday, September 17th, 2014. This one was in Zillow. This was the last one on the scalper trading plan. It was the only one that gave us any good triggers on the session. And here we see it. Zillow, it was along the first entry down at 133.15 up to 133.61. Then 133.61 to 134.20, then 134.20 to 134.70. Those of you who were in the war room on Wednesday know what happened already. We had some really good trades in Zillow. I missed one of them. That was sad, but a lot of you did manage to grab a hold of the whole thing and catch a major extension move. So let's take a look at how that played out so you can keep it in the back of your mind next time we get the same type of an opportunity. Here is a 5-minute chart of Zillow, and we see that right off the opening bell, the stock shot lower, then consolidated a little bit, came up, and then once we had this pop up through 133.15, the advice that I gave everybody in the room was wait for it to settle in and pop back up through it a second time. That was because we were consolidated down low here, and I don't really like to do this kind of a scalp on the heels of a big move higher. Sure enough, just a few minutes later, we got this checkmark reversal up through 133.15. We called it live in the room. 133.61 was a no-brainer at that point. Stock plowed right up into that level. Those of you who had a stop placed to exit the trade at 133.61 got right out, of course. A couple of you were on board for the extension, and of course in this case we had a move 133.61 up to 134.20. Then we had another move 134.20 up to 134.70. So this was a really nice setup for the session. Immediately afterwards, we had this move lower with this little checkmark reversal down through the 133.61 level, and then a pop up through 134.20 and again to 134.70. And this time, what I was telling everyone to do was to take a look at these highs over here and use those as a likely resistance point overhead, because at this point, everybody was thinking that we might get a big extension move and maybe a pop up for $1 or $2 on this one. And my advice to everyone in the room was, as it always is, look to the resistance that's right above you before you go cashing that check. We had another move down, and this was another trade that I called in the room. So we had this check mark reversal up through that 133.15 line. Again, when you see a move that's rapid like this, give it a chance. Let it soak up a little bit of that price action before you go entering the scalp. When we got the check mark move higher, 133.15 triggered, 133.61 was the next stop. A few of us were right out at that 133.61 level, then the move up to 134.20, and of course 134.70 again. And then of course here's the one that I missed, which was another beauty. This one came down. I wasn't watching it at the time. Came down, reversed through 133.15, another move all the way up through 134.20. Beautiful trades in Zillow all through the session. I hope you managed to grab some of them. If you have any questions, shoot me an email, adrian@traderinsight.com. I hope you had a great trading day on Wednesday and an even better one in store on Thursday. The best trader education anywhere, only from traderinsight.com.